Welcome back to Diane Yoga. I want to thank Martha and Sue in our beautiful community park for joining me in spreading the news about this wonderful little fitness ring and all the wonderful fun things it can do for you in yoga. It targets muscles, it targets minor muscles, it targets a lot of stuff. So without further ado, here we go. Girls, let's come into mountain pose. Root your feet through, draw the shoulders back, take a moment to connect with your breath as we begin each time doing our practices. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Let's take our little wonderful ring and hold it between our hands without pressing it quite yet and bringing your elbows right close to your body. We can stay in mountain pose using this ring, or if perhaps I'm going to take the version of stepping into Warrior One. A little bend in that front knee, spreading the feet apart while they're in their mountain poses. So our elbows are nice and close to our sides. We're just squeezing the block. Now nice and close. We're going to squeeze the ring here. Press it together, keeping the arms tight to the sides, and relax. We're spreading our feet apart energetically and pressing the ring, and relax. And one more. Press it, squeeze it together, and then release. And for something a little bit different, to feel different muscles that come alive, you'll be amazed. Let's open the fingers and hands and press the palms, squeezing that block together, and release. And squeezing that ring 3 times each for now, but you can feel free to further this at home. And once again, squeeze, open the palms, and then release it back down. We're going to relax our arms and our grip on the ring and take it out ahead of us, nice and straight and firm. And now, with nice straight arms, begin to squeeze that block together. Draw the belly in, the tailbone down just a little bit, and relax. And then squeeze it together, and then relax. And breathe. 2, 3, 4, and release. Keeping no hold on it whatsoever. Let's bring it up overhead. Relax the shoulders down, keeping the arms nice and firm, your mountain pose or your Warrior One. Let's squeeze the ring and release. Notice the arms and the different areas that come to life. And once again, squeeze and release. And once again, squeeze, and then gently release just a little bit of it. Straighten out the arms, open the hands, spread the palms, and then float that squeezed half ring down in front of you. Straight ahead, grab it with a grip, pull it in, and release it and let it go. And we'll match up the other side. Let's inhale to regroup. And exhale. And bring it right back to where we started. Elbows close, 90-degree angle. And if you're in your mountain pose, stay in your mountain pose. You might choose Warrior on the other side. Let's squeeze and release. For the next 2, let's open our hands if you want to. Notice what else comes into play. Squeeze and release. And one more. Press, squeeze, keep those elbows close, feel your triceps, and let it go. And breathe. And taking that ring right out in front of you, nice and straight arms, relax shoulders. If you're in Warrior One, keep those feet energetically pressed into the mat, pulling apart, and let's squeeze it with gripped hands, and release. Nice straight arms, straighten out those arms, open your hands if you want to this time, and press together. Notice what else comes alive in your arms. And one more. Squeeze it together. Grip it now and bring it right up overhead. Keeping that squeeze and release. And then squeeze once again. Open the hands if you want to. Play with it. And release. And then one more. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Then release it halfway and all the way down. Bring it right in front of you with a half of a squeeze. And bring it on in. And let it go. Let's breathe. We're going to bring our triceps a little more into action by taking this behind us. Let's face the river, ladies. You want to? And we're going to keep a hold of that ring on the outside edges. Elbows will be bent naturally. And we're not going to go very far with this squeeze because it's rather difficult. Right, ladies?
Yeah.
Let's squeeze right here with a nice grip on the black handles and release. Next one, try just for fun. Pressing with the palms open. Notice a whole nother struggle going on. And release, and then for the last one, do whatever you want with it. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Let it go. And coming back to center, front. Let's take the shoulders up around the ears. And exhale, relax them down. our ring for a moment. And just release our arms by inhaling them up to the side, reaching up in a nice big wide, palms open. And then exhale, bring them down to heart center. And let it go. Utkatasana with the fitness ring and a block. Let's take our blocks, ladies. Utkatasana style. Place it right between the thighs. This is a great thing to balance where your mountain pose is. Remember your feet and your knees and your ankles all line up. And we're simply going to do Utkatasana with the ring. Just press it out first without squeezing it. We're going to bring it back, and then we're going to sit our weight in our heels and then bring it on back to Utkatasana. So reaching out, sticking your fanny behind like you're sitting on a bench. The toes might have a little bit less weight in them than the heels, of course. And now squeeze the block. And breathe, open it again, relax it, and squeeze again, open the palms. We've got 3 to do, so decide what you want to do here. Last one, squeeze that ring, and with the ring staying squeezed, come on back up, reach up, come to your tippy toes maybe, and let it go, and smile, and breathe. Okay, so that was a lot of work on the upper body. You can do that for 5 or 8 or 10 breaths. 3 is just a minimum one to keep you engaged. So just to finish, we'll take our ring for a little bit of inner and outer work. We'll take it on the inside of perhaps the calves. Maybe you feel better with being inside your thighs. I'm going to use my calves and just come into your mountain pose. So it's nice and even there. Make sure you're not going to flip it out of there. And just press into the heels. So you're in mountain pose and you're putting a little gentle squeeze on the ring, just enough to activate the inner thighs. Maybe you find in a moment you can shift a little bit, one foot a little closer to the other, and then find your mountain pose. Nice, strong standing legs, and just kind of gently inner rotate and bring the thighs towards each other. Notice the inner thighs just come alive here and breathe. And then keeping the ring there slightly relaxed. Now you'll notice on your next inhale, we exhale and activate those inner thighs again. We didn't move our legs, but we sure activated them, didn't we? And release it down. One more. It's relaxed now. And squeeze gently, bringing the inner thighs to life. Not a lot of force here. It's kind of restoratively pressing into the ring, and then let it go. Taking that puppy on out. Give your legs a shake. And we have to give the outside of the legs a fair share as well. So we'll carefully step into the ring. Step into the ring. This is a circus of sorts. Bringing in the outside of the calves and open up the feet to just having a little resistance on the ring. Find your mountain once again. And as I say, we're not moving very far. We're just enlivening the outer thighs by energetically spreading the legs and the ankles and the feet. So spread the outer edges out away from the center line and release. And then inhale. Exhale, spread once again, energetically. Almost a little bit of weight comes to the outer edge of the foot, and then relax. And one more. Spread a little bit further, pushing the legs apart, but they're not moving, and then let it go. And let's drop our rings. Bring it on back, stepping away from our props. And together, do 1/2 salutation. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, let's fold forward together. Drop the knees, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. And exhale, bend the knees, press the big toes and sweep the arms on up. Reaching up to the sky, lower the shoulders down. I have one more thing to add here. Take your left hand and press it on your left thigh. Root the right heel in. Let that hand slide down and reach. Open the side body. It's just one big, beautiful stretch. In fact, flip the hand over and press up to the sky, stretching the hip to the right side. Come back to center. And other side. Let the right hand relax on the leg, and then reach up and over, pushing the hips, keeping your mountain pose going on, and then press the sky up. Flip the hand over and press up to the sky, opening the side body, draw the belly in. Both arms come up to the sky. Last time. And hands to heart center. The highest in me honors the highest.